I just kind of was tired of working, and I saw the guys making the money where dudes that were buying and selling stuff. So like, I want to be a buyer and seller. So I kind of just quit my job and took a shot at it. I was buying pallets out of some dude's warehouse that I found off Craigslist at a time because there was no marketplace, there was no offer up. I'd buy 4 pallets of Home Depot or Ace returns at a time. At the time, I was living out of a one-bedroom apartment, so I had nowhere to store it. So a buddy of mine lived across the street from the fairgrounds. So literally, the fair opening is here. He's 2 doors down. So there's a lot of traffic. There's events there, not just the fair, right? So we would do a garage sale out of his garage, and then we would put a sign, and like I'd be my own sign waiver, getting people to come to our sale. Sold on Craigslist. Like, man, I got a lot of this stuff is newer, such good quality. I need to get better money for it. So at first I started selling on eBay, which everyone was familiar with. And this was when Amazon was like, oh, I buy books on Amazon. No one really know what it was. It was not as ubiquitous as it is today. So discovered Amazon, realized I could sell on there, and dude, things were just selling like hotcakes. And you could sell used at the time, and you still can. So we're selling the used stuff on there, and I was like, dude, this that became like our fastest selling channel. So I was like, okay, this is where the money's at. It's a growing platform. People are gonna start buying online. I want to be a part of that. So then transitioned fully to that. Stopped buying returns. Started buying wholesale first, and then realized I think there's better margins in doing a thing called retail arbitrage. So I would go into Ross, I would go into Target, I would go into Walmart, and I would just find things on clearance or just everyday items that for whatever reason we're selling for more online. Then we grew pretty quick. My family came with. I was like, "Oh, you guys all need to start your own business. This is all great." So we all had our own accounts, and then we're like, "Dude, why aren't we working separately? Let's work together." And then Gabe let me run out of the back of his warehouse at a time. It was literally a room probably half this size. And at the time, my bestseller was dog treats. And just as like dog treats did good for me, like it compounded, but I should have bought Bitcoin. And at the time, like, should I buy more dog treats or do I buy Bitcoin? I made a decision. It wasn't the right one, but it worked. But it worked. I think it was literally like under, I don't even know how cheap Bitcoin
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
But it was back in the day
Let's
when,
not talk about
yeah, let's move on.
it.
But so then we grew to that. And then the next, I got a 3 bedroom house specifically because I had a sunroom in the back that I made my warehouse. So we'd go out to the stores all day, get back to my house like 3 or 5. I would prep it all to get shipped, and I would put it outside in my garage. Who I gave a key to my UPS guy because we were pretty close, and he would come pick up, just knock, pick up because he would pick up like 6 or 7 at
I
night.
remember